Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at TechTrader.com. It's Wednesday, the 18th of December. These are the charts of the day. Tough day on Wall Street after the FOMC spoke and indicated less cuts coming up next year. Market didn't like it. Took a big plunge. In. Nasdaq was down like almost 800, and S&P like 175. Massively down day. I want to show you some stocks on my short list, on the Boxer shorts list. Some you haven't seen, some you have. But I got to tell you that we need to be prepared in case this market takes a header. The stocks that are at the forefront for me on the short side are AMAT. This is a massive head and shoulders. There was a wedge there. It broke down. It's had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave decline. It may come down as far as 150 before bouncing. We're going to have to see what this does after a 1, 2, 3, whether or not it's going to be able to get back up towards 166.70 for a shorting opportunity down to 135. CROX, hidden shoulder top, breakdown, rising wedge or flag, and it broke down today, down 463, about 4%. But more importantly, it looks like it's headed towards 93 and 88 at the least, I think. DHI, the housing stocks look terrible. This little hidden shoulder top, breakdown, wedge, and then channel break here is what has me thinking this is done. Long 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave advance over the last 3 years, taking it from the $60 range to almost 200, more than tripling. And now this rollover 1, 2, 3. Now, again, we're going to look for, because the market's oversold, for a bounce on some of these stocks that could take this much lower. At this point, this is what it looks like to me. And any bounce in the 145.50 zone could be shorted potentially. My next target is about 123.4. So let's see if we can get up to 145.50 and get a short down to that level. You can see the major trend line has been broken. This would be a kickback if we get one. Watch for it. Note the underlying technicals have really rolled over. HROW is a tech trader swing short. It has been ever since it broke down and formed the wedge. From there, it's gone 44 down to today's low of 33.77. So it's lost about 11 points. But my target now is near this gap here at 30. If it gets below 30, it might very well drop as far as low 20s. This could be harrowing, pun intended. We'll see. LDOS, well, it got crushed and formed a wedge. I put a swing on it. That swing's worked so far. It's gone from 166 to 145. It is near support. A little lower, maybe 140.42. I'd like to see a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe a rollover to 133.35. Lennar, another builder that got crushed. This head and shoulder top and this bear wedge, it got slam dunked in the last month. This has gone from 180 to today's low 130, 50 points. But because of the extent of this drop, what I would look for is something at a rally back up towards mid to high 140s, and then a rollover that could get it down towards 105, 110. Logitech, after breaking the long-term trend line, it's formed the bear wedge, dropped down, formed the bear flag, and now it's dropped out of that. I'm looking for 75, 74.5, and then 67. Micron, massive engulfing bar. Look at this bar. After popping to 112, it dropped to 85 today, closing 87, and that's a massive break of a big bear wedge. My target comes down around 70, give or take a couple points. NVO with a head and shoulder top and a breakdown has a rising bear flag. It looks to me like this could be at 96.88 and lower. Long uptrend broken, new downtrend started. Impinj, love that stock for a long time. We put a swing on it here in the 60 range, and it went up nearly fourfold in a year. But after breaking down and bear wedging and breaking down and forming a rising wedge, it's got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a big fifth wave down. So I don't encourage you to short here, but I want to see if we do get a bounce towards 158.65 area up here, and then a rollover could take place towards 118, 115. PSN, long uptrend, channel top breakdown, and a bear wedge form today, an engulfing bearish bar that looks like it's headed lower. Target 85. Qualcomm, been on my tech trader swing short list since I think it was about a month and a half, 2 months ago in the 175 range. Today you close at 153. It's 22 points off that point and at support. Anything below here, my target's 134.5. UFPT, massive head and shoulder type top, broke the neckline. After breaking the trend line, it snapped back and rolled over. And you can see the today massive engulfing bearish bar that tells me we go lower, targeting 206. Beneath that, 185. The Wfrd is the text rated swing short that's really worked well for us after breaking down and forming a wedge. Just dropped from like 109 into the low 69 range, 109 to 69, 40 points. And it is oversold. But I think eventually it might be a $50 to $55 stock. We have to keep an eye on this one for an entry opportunity, perhaps if it bounces back near 75. XYL, our final short for today, after a massive top form that then broke down and had a rising 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bear flag that broke down. Today, nasty bar that says we are going lower. 110 and 100 are your next targets. Let's look at some of the what I consider top-looking bearish charts at the techtrader.com on the box and short list. Keep these in mind if the market breaks hard, but I do think we have a bounce coming. Stay tuned. Bye, everybody.